Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Pass somewhat off target. Nedved. Now it's Del Piero. Nedved. And they can counter here. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pirlo. Nedved. It's Nedved! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Nedved. That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. Claimed it back swiftly. Thuram calmly anticipates. Pirlo. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Vieri.
Ibrahimovic really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ah, that's a fine interception. Corner number 2 then. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Vieri has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So much time and space here. He's shifting. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's Pirlo. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. No, again there's no way through. And this is Vieri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pirlo. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. And this is Vieri. Vieri! Now who's going to be first to this?
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Quality ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Nedved. Kaka looking understandably energised after his goal. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Vieri. Kaka. Good driving run. Great chance! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Now it's Vieri. Platini crosses it in. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Fired deep towards the back post. And they've got a throw. An instinctive delivery. That's an imaginative pass. Pirlo. Gattuso, a picture of focus and alertness. Del Piero. Picked out brilliantly. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Vieri. Oh, this looks sharp. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. This might spell danger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. That has been knocked clear. But it's Thuram. Vieri! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
He's got away. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nedved, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Michel Platini. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Kaka. Nedved. And here's Vieri. Nedved. Oh, what? There's the shot! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming. Nicely aimed pass. Milan looking to pass their way through. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Nedved. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's Vieri! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Pirlo. Now it's Nedved. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Milan finding their passes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet, and he cuts out the supply. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played into space. He's on it. Can he get away? Here comes the cross. Dida deals with that nice and simple. That has ended up in no man's land. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that...
It's Inzaghi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Rui Costa. And the pass is intercepted. In towards the back stick. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. And a chance! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into...
Nedved! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maldini getting this one clear. That has been cut short. Platini looking to add to his goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Platini. Nedved, and he was alert to it. Gattuso, and it's Del Piero. Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. And the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's found a way through. Now the delivery goes for the header! And he hits the net! Into the lead once more. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a decision to make and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He is through here. Gattuso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa. Del Piero. Del Piero goes steaming forward.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bergomi. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rui Costa. And here's Totti. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Attenzione, signore e signori.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to this.
Takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nesta with the clearance. That pass isn't the best. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. Pirlo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nesta gets over and intercepts.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. And the finish! Goal, Milan! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise. Dead-eye chance, surely! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Thuram. And here's Ibrahim. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Threads one in. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Shot a goal! Oh, some inspired defending there. Corner number 4 coming up here. Chiellini clears it away. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. And he's managed to get free. He's cut it out. And he's gone long. Now it's Totti. Thuram gets the foot in and wins the ball. Probing pass. Oh, super find. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Nedved. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rui Costa.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a cute ball. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Bergomi getting this one clear. And the shot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end.
Terrific header! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already. Great chance! Oh, what has happened here? Has another go! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bergomi. And the keeper's got it again. Buffon sends that a long way. Now Costa Curta. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's Rui Costa. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, good read. He's beaten the last man. Pull it. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Just cruising! They are cruising! So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.